Hello, I'm Matt, the designer of Brunelleschi, Age of Architects, a free-to-play game that's available at brungame.com. And I'm just going to be walking through some of the basic features here of the Oculus client that we've been working on. If you've been following our progress, you may have already seen the Oculus client demonstrated a few times. What we're looking at here is just the culmination of some basic technologies that are used in Sequence. So as you can see, we have the ability to look and select buildings in order to get a little bit of information out of them. Previously, we had been using raycasts to select the buildings, but Rebecca decided to switch to a large invisible narrow collider that sticks directly out from the player camera, I believe, and that's how we're achieving the look to select function at the moment. But as you can see, we've got a few buildings constructed here, and you look to select them and you get a little bit of information there. We're going to add some user interface functionality to that here soon as we combine the Oculus client and the normal downloadable client. And we're going to try to provide the same basic mechanisms for selecting and interacting with buildings in the normal downloadable client that will eventually become the console and high-end Android client for, NVIDIA tablets and that sort of thing. A lot of this functionality ideally will also be available in the Android console and hopefully other console versions of the game that we are looking to create as well. And so real quickly, we are just going to walk over to the front of the building and look to select the door. This will cause us to transition inside of the Great Hall, where we can see portraits on the walls and various places to sit. Ideally, once the game is fully multiplayer, you will be able to interact with other members of your settlement in these sorts of environments. So there could be a lot of politicking going on, and the cross-compatibility inherent to the game means that people who were viewing this in, say, the Android client on a high-end smartphone or tablet would be able to interface and interact directly with people who were playing on the Oculus client, or even theoretically with people who are playing in the web game via chat and those sorts of interactions. Real quick, we will just walk back here to the office of the key and take a look at the district map. Then we can turn and see down this long hallway is direct access to the web game, which we will be using to bridge the gap between the various clients as we work on the interoperability between them. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. We hope that you will join us in the beta test of Brunelleschi Age of Architects at brungame.com.